All right, here's a little something it's not like it's news or anything, but it fits in with some of the details over Snyder Cut and the differences between the theatrical release and well, the Snyder Cut. There, you will be coming to HBO Max as a 4-episode miniseries. So, actor Joe Manganiello, sorry, he was Deathstroke. There he is. And there was a teaser at the end of the theatrical movie that did contain some footage shot by Snyder, but it was reorganized and reshot by Joss Whedon. I'm not sure if maybe his scenes were pretty much all Snyder. I don't know. And like a double was seen. If it was supposed to take place on Lex Luthor's yacht in both versions, I don't know. But a good bit of this, I think that this is probably Snyder shot that. But and Lex Luthor was supposed, because apparently in the original story, Deathstroke broke Luthor out of Arkham, and that's how he got away. You don't see that in the theatrical movie. You see a double taking his place in there, and it's revealed, oh, he got out, and then you find him, he's on his yacht and all that. So the Screenrant article goes into that about adding things like the Russian family and all this sort of stuff. And then you had the teaser. The teaser was there to set up a possible sequel that would involve the Legion of Doom. And that if the movie had done well, then there probably by now would have been a Justice League 2 versus the Legion of Doom type storyline. So anyway, Joe Manganiello, he's kind of teased about this himself, and he says, on my social media, I talked about how there was an original in-credit sequence that was altered for the release of Justice League. Once Batman was canceled, they altered that scene, so here you go. But I wrote about that on my social media. There's an original scene that will be restored to what it was originally. It's a bit redundant, but yeah, you get the idea. So that's what he's admitting to is yeah, it was different. And of course, the shot version was to set up Legion of Doom, which didn't happen. The original was to set up the Batman with Ben Affleck and that whole thing, and as Deathstroke would have been the main villain in that. But that also didn't happen. And that version of Batman was scrapped, and in comes Matt Reeves with his current version that has its own troubles as of now, but obviously that will have absolutely nothing to do with whatever storyline Affleck's Batman was supposed to tackle with that. So, with that scene restored, which I'm sure will still fit in with the idea of him working with Lex Luthor and getting him out of Arkham and that sort of thing, I'm guessing that that's still part of the narrative, but will there still be details in it that definitely sets it up for a Batman story? And if so, well, of course, the article talks this, hell, there's a chance that the original Deathstroke scene reignites calls for Ben Affleck to return as Batman. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would want. So perhaps this is one more little thing that can add more pressure on Affleck to rethink that and come back and finish what he started, and have that be a part of HBO Max, possibly even a miniseries as well. Oh boy, wouldn't that be sweet? And there you go. That could be their Mandalorian. I mean, already Snyder Cut is their Mandalorian. They're banking a lot on it, but it could also grow into other aspects of it. And another big win would be to get that Batman off the ground, and especially as a series for the purposes of a streaming service like HBO Max, is a no-brainer. But if you got to have all the ducks lined up to make it happen, I don't know if they got that, and that's too bad. But that would be a very, very smart move on their part to do that, and the original scenario and scene will be there, and it would only make sense to follow it through with where it was supposed to go, and hopefully we'll get that. I don't mind the idea of a Legion of Doom film. That would be cool too, but need to rework that in some other way beyond what they were trying to do with the theatrical release. So anyway, there you go. Hope still springs eternal. That Batfleck could possibly return. I mean, he is going to return in the Flash movie, and of course you'll see new footage of him in the Snyder Cut, But of course, what we really want, and we've got the Snyder Cut. That was a long, hard fought endeavor, and it paid off. And hopefully, following that, you can also get that, and of course, Superman films, and then we'll finally be satisfied and happy. But anyway, there you go. Perhaps a little nugget of good news.
Alright, thank you for watching and listening. Why not like and subscribe, and check out that link description below. That'll take you to my mini stores that have plenty of goodies for you. You know, hats, mugs, stickers, posters, all that goody stuff. Plus, you can head over to indieplanet.com and pick up a copy of my comic book Night Night. Oh, yeah. Plus, you can also catch my podcast, Mr Nailsin Show, over at RadioMisfits.com. And you can also watch my videos on my channel at BitChute. That's the Mr Nailsin channel on BitChute.com.